Okay, so this is how I am upgrading my grout on my tiled kitchen counter. These are the tools I'm using. This is just a putty knife and it seems to be the most useful. I've been scraping in the cracks where the grout is to remove any grime, dirt, and just kind of give it some space to put the new grout in. It doesn't always come up, but in areas where the grout is really missing, it helps. Anyway, this is my first step in doing that, and then I'll use the brush to kind of get all the little crumbs out of the cracks. I got this handy brush that I got at the Home Depot, I believe. But you can use any kind of a little brush. And I just kind of get all the crumbs out. And that's the very first step, which is scraping and cleaning all the cracks. Okay, stay tuned for the next step. Okay, so here's some areas where the grout has worn away and I need to refill. Now I've just finished just a preliminary scraping out the grout, the loose stuff. And now I'm gonna use, this is just my own thing, I'm gonna use this stuff and spray it in the cracks so that we can bleach out any discoloration and make it all nice and clean and white. And all right, then on to the next step. This is some of what I've done. I've just kind of pushed the grout into the cracks and then kind of scraped off the excess, which I will later remove the excess on the tiles with a rag or a sponge. Don't want to get too much excess on the tiles because it just takes a while to really get it all up, the film. But this is what I've got so far, and just thought I'd show you how it's progressing. My tile, this section of my tile wasn't too bad on my kitchen counter, not as bad as some of the other areas, but this is just to show you how actually easy it is to kind of repair your grout on your tile counter. Okay. All right, so now that I have applied the grout to all the cracks and tried to remove as much of the residue that I didn't want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some water and kind of mush it in a little bit more to the cracks. So and then it'll also give me an opportunity to wipe some of the residue off. I'm not sure 100% that this is the right process. I'm not an expert on grout repair, but this is the way I'm doing it, and the results seem to be okay. So then I take a sponge and I just kind of start wiping all this in. That way all the excess grout just kind of lands in the cracks, and I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and hopefully the grout will set up, just kind of dry in the cracks. And then the next step will be to clean off the tiles. But when I'm doing this, I can also like rub a little bit on the tiles themselves and get a bit more of that residue off, the buildup of the grout. But this way, it's a nice smooth, a nice smooth texture on the grout in the cracks. Okay.